Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Command Score studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, the top 10 most overplayed Commander staples that you should stop buying because, well, they're way too expensive. And I've got some amazing budget alternatives for you to utilize so you can lower your budgets, make a lot more exciting decks out there. Let's jump into it. Now, not only will you be thanking me, but your wallet will be thanking you after, well, you stop buying Cyclonic Rift. Now, I am not saying Cyclonic Rift is a bad card. I am definitely not saying that. I am saying that it is a $23 card, and, well, you can easily build decks that are $25 or less. So, you want a full deck, or do you want one card? I mean, check out all of the extensive list of episodes that I have, the budget decks that I have built over the years. And yes, it is very much possible to build in Commander very budget-friendly and effective decks, and you don't need Cyclonic Rift. It is one card. It's a great card. Instant for 2 mana in blue. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Oh, and by the way, you can overload it for 7 mana, meaning that it is a one-sided board wipe, bouncing everyone else's non-land permanents at its speed for 7 mana. It is a game changer for a reason. That being said, it's kind of boring. I mean, I'm going to admit it right there. It's just a kind of a boring card. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, you cast Rift. All right, I guess should we shuffle up and play again, basically? Yeah. There is absolutely no politicking to it. There is no, kind of build up to it. It's just, all right, yeah, you played the Rift. You won. Okay, good for you. Congratulations. Here's a card that costs a lot less. I mean, 60 cents for this gem, River's Rebuke. Sorcery for 6 mana. 1 mana less. There you go. Return all non-land permanents target player controls back to their owner's hand. A much more fair card, in my opinion, in Commander. One that is targeted at one player. It's not a one-sided, I get everything else gone, and it's just, oh, I win. No. This requires skill. This requires politicking. This requires the right threading of the needle. You pay 6 mana. It's sorcery speed. You're not, like, out of nowhere going, oh, no. But what you are doing with this is you are able to throw it down on the table and say, okay, everyone. We know that player over there is right now in the best position right now. Okay, they are dominating this game. I can stop them dead in their tracks right now. I can reset their board entirely. And here's what you're going to do for me, okay? You're going to leave me alone, other 2 players, for like the next 3 turns because I am doing this for you. I am stopping that player. I am the only thing that is protecting you from the abyss, basically. So, again, this is a type of card that, yes, no, it is not a direct replacement for Cyclonic Rift. There is no direct replacement for Cyclonic Rift, and if there was, it would become incredibly expensive, even more expensive than Cyclonic Rift, potentially, if it was better. Here's the thing. This is a very solid card. It does the job, and it is, well... Again, like 1/100th of the price. Okay, it's not 100th of the price, but it's a lot less than the price. 60 cents compared to $24. Pick it up and stop using Cyclonic Rift, and your budget will thank you. Your wallet will thank you. Next up, Demonic Tutor. Yeah, okay, this is such a good card as well. Definitely in the Power 9, in my opinion, when it comes to the cards in Commander. Yeah, here's the thing, though. It's $43. Again, much more than what a budget deck can be built for. A sorcery for 2 mana in black. Search life for a card with that card in your hand, then shuffle your library. Very simple, very effective. It's a tutor that just literally costs less than essentially any other tutor that does the same thing. I mean, Diabolic Tutor does the exact same thing. It literally costs twice as much mana-wise, and it still sees an absurd amount of play. You know why? Because tutoring is incredibly effective. That being said, hey, $43 is, again, a ton of money. And yeah, does it really make all that much of an impact when it's one card in your deck and you're making a slight change? I mean, my recommendation literally here could just be, oh, go play Diabolic Tutor instead, okay? I want to give you a different angle, though, okay? I want to give you something else to think about when it comes to tutors. Don't just, think about the regular tutors, the normal ones that are just very straightforward. Think about the ones that are a bit off the wall and different, depending on what your deck needs. Like, Dimir Houseguard, I love this card. It is 14 cents. Again, this one literally is, less than 1/100th of the price of Demonic Tutor, okay? 2/3 skeleton for 4 mana in black. It's got fear. Sacrifice a creature, regenerate it, transmute it for 3 mana. Now, what does that mean? You might not know what transmute is. It's not really that often used of a keyword. Discard this card, search life for a card with the same value as the card. Reveal up in your hand, and then shuffle. Transmute as a sorcery. Basically, with this one, you go, oh, okay, hey, do I want this in play as a free sacrifice outlet that can protect itself? No? Okay, cool. Yeah, let me just discard this away for 3 mana. Okay, yes, that is 1 more mana than Demonic Tutor, sure. And I am limited in what I can go get. But again, if your deck is built around certain kinds of cards that you want to tutor for, like, say, a 4 mana value card, there's also other transmute cards that are at different mana values, I will say that too, then cool, you can go get that. And here's the thing. Unlike Demonic Tutor, this is uncounterable. This is an ability. This is an effect, essentially. This is a trigger. This is something that... I'm saying wrong words right now, but it is something that can't be countered right now. It is an activated ability that an opponent cannot counter unless they have, like, a stifle effect. So, yeah, your normal counterspell will not touch this, and the vast majority of players out there aren't playing a stifle effect. So this is basically uncounterable. Go get whatever you need to go get, and it's yours. And so I'm not saying it's better than Demonic Tutor. It is definitely not better than Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor is a Power 9 card for a reason. I am saying that for certain decks and certain strategies out there, this is an absolute gem, and you need to be thinking about cards like this. Think outside the box and stop spending $44 on a single card. And you can also stop spending $40 on a single card with Fierce Guardianship. Please stop playing this card. I mean, again, it's incredibly good. If you just open up in a pack, or I can't remember what this came in. This actually didn't come in a pack, right? This came in a Precon, right? Now Precon's incredibly expensive. Anyways, instant for 3 mana in blue. You control a commander. You may cast a spell without paying its mana cost. Counter target non-creature spell. Again, very simple, very effective. Again, this is literally like a negate plus 1 mana. And negate already sees an absurd amount of play. But also, by the way, most of the time it's free. So it's basically a 0 mana negate. Which, yes, free counter spells are incredibly impactful. You can be like, I'm tapped out. Ha 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 ha. Oh no, please don't play that. And you're like, ha, gotcha. Wow, Fierce Guardianship, so innovative. No, Wizards never should have printed this card. I'm not bitter about it at all. It's a card where, again, when they're like, oh, let's put the word commander on a card, you're always like, ugh, eye roll. Please stop building for commander, Wizard. You're kind of ruining things sometimes. Cards like this are just like, meh. Anyways, the thing about this card is, yes, it is free. Yes, it is a card that is a heavily impactful card. It's probably a Power 9 card as well. Here's the thing, though. There are other technically free cards out there that can actually be better in certain scenarios. Now, I will say, Unwind is not Fierce Guardianship, and there's a reason why Fierce Guardianship is so expensive. And essentially, there's other cards that are somewhat like Fierce Guardianship that are also incredibly expensive because free counterspells are just inherently expensive. But Unwind is a budget-friendly version that can be very impactful, in fact, even more impactful in certain scenarios. An instant for 3 mana in blue, counter target non-creature spell, untap to 3 lands. Fierce Guardianship is strictly worse if you don't have your commander in play. It just is. It is a 3 mana counterspell that counters on a creature spell that doesn't get you untapping your lands. Also, Unwind can really take advantage of any kinds of decks out there that maybe have bounce lands that can tap for more than 1, or have ways to, again, double up your mana that you're getting from your lands, etc., etc., etc. Untapping your 3 lands can equal more than 3 mana. You can get 6 mana out of that. Again, if you've got a mana doubler in play, cool. If you've got a mana tripler, oh my gosh, Nyxbloom Ancient, there you go. You get 9 mana back, essentially. So yes, you can actually even net mana out of casting this. Now again, at a base level, is it better? No, if it was, it would be more expensive than Fierce Guardianship. But there are certain decks out there and certain strategies out there that can utilize it in an even better way. And of course, it is not dependent on your commander being in play to be good. So pick it up. And I probably should have said this already, but there's a card list link in the description below, so check that out for all the cards on there, including Teferi's Protection, but don't buy Teferi's Protection. It's $46. My goodness, it's $46. Instant for 3 mana in white. Until your next turn, your life total can't change, and you get protection from everything all opponents you control. Phase out. Basically, they're there, but they're not there, you know? Exile Teferi's Protection. So this is something that says just like, I'm not here for a while, you all just take each other out. Okay, sounds good. All right, a board wipe happened, but my things don't care about that. Oh, you're gonna swing? Doesn't matter. I'm fine, my life total's fine. Yeah, basically, I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm just gonna go take a break, you know, go get a coffee or something, and I'll be right back. A very good card. Absolutely a very good card. That being said, again, like Cyclonic Rift, in my opinion, kind of boring. Let's make it more fun. Perch Protection, $1. $146 of the price, basically. Instant for 6 mana in white. Gift an extra turn. Now, that already is a stopper for some players. Like, I will never play that, because why would I want to do that? Come on! Politic, it's fun! So you can promise an opponent a gift as you cast a spell. If they do, they take an extra turn for this one. Good for them. Create 4 2/2 bluebird creature tokens with flying. If the gift was promised, all permanents you control phase out. Until your next turn, your life total can't change and you gain protection from everything. Exile Perch Protection. Again, basically Teferi's Protection essentially involved in this, but you have to give someone extra turn. Oh, and by the way, you get 8 power across 4 bodies that are evasive, that have flying at instant speed. Yeah, that's already pretty good right there. Being able just to go, okay, out of nowhere, right before my turn, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to get a bunch of flyers. And by the way, you over there, we're buddies, right? Yeah. We better be really good buddies because I might give it to another player. Oh, no. You can make insane deals with this, okay? Again, when it comes to the most valuable things in Magic in a game of Commander, many players think, oh, yeah, lands, ramp, yeah, mana, okay, cool, yeah, that, cards, yeah. No. The most valuable resource in a game of Commander in any game of Magic is turns. That is literally the most valuable resource. It's kind of like life, the most valuable resource is time. There you go. But here you go with this, okay? You are literally giving the most valuable resource in the game to someone. But here's the thing. There's 3 opponents, and you are saying, who wants this? I have the most valuable resource. Any one of you can have it. Make me a deal. You can literally get just like the entire rest of the game off until it's a one-on-one scenario with the right kind of wheeling and dealing by giving an opponent an extra turn. You go, okay, hey, everyone, what's going on? What would you like? Okay, yeah, here you go. Extra turn on the table. Who wants it? I request the entire rest of the game off. First one to actually accept it gets it. The rest of you, sorry. Literally throw that on the table in that way, and you can get that deal a lot, depending on what situation you're in. If you're way ahead of people, they might not do that. But still, you have to be good at politicking. And also, by the way, you're getting a bird army. Awesome. It's so much fun. Check it out, pick it up. And again, it's so much more affordable than Teferi's Protection. Next up, again, boring Deflecting Swat. Super boring! $48 for this card. Instant for 3 mana. Wizards being boring with their templating and like, hey, do you control a commander? It's free! Wow, we're so innovative! You may choose new targets for target spell or ability. Yeah, this is basically just red counterspell in a way. I mean, red like counterspell. It's, again, something that you are, again, moving the direction of the actual spell and changing it to something else. So it doesn't work for everything. It's not as good, in my opinion, as Fierce Guardianship, though it is technically more expensive right now. That being said, again, if someone like cast target and move, you're like, okay, let's move that over to that way. Okay, something else. Or again, if someone tries to counter your spell, you're like, okay, I move your counter spell to now target this Deflecting Swat instead, so it doesn't counter my spell. There are a lot of cool things you can do this. Absolutely. Again, is it $48 worth of that? Again, for a single card in your deck that how often do you see, in a Night of Commander? Probably not even once. If you're playing like 3 games, like you're playing your deck's like, oh yeah, I didn't even see my $48 card. You can build a deck or 2 for that price. And you know what you can also do? Something incredibly fun. Chef's Kiss. Now, this is a 20-cent card. Again, so much cheaper. Now, is it a free spell? No. Instant for 3 mana. You can use 3 mana. Come on. 3 mana in red. Gain control target spell that targets only a single permanent or player. Copy it, then reselect the targets at random for the spell in the copy. The new targets can't be you or a permanent you control. So much fun for this card. Is it more limited? Absolutely. But what it does is unique and amazing and says, hey, you know what? Okay, you just cast your targeted removal, whatever it is. All right, I'm going to have it just reselect at random. Oh, and by the way, there's a second copy of it that's reselecting at random. And let's just see what happens. Oh, and by the way, the new targets can't be me or a permanent I control. So what you are doing is you are duplicating something while also making it so that your things are untouched, you're untouched, and you're just like, yeah, let's just destroy miscellaneous things. Yay! It's fun. Check it out. Pick it up. And it's so much cheaper than Deflecting Swat. Next up, Mana Drain. $45. No kidding. Instant for blue, and it says counter target spell, and if it stopped right there, it would still see an insane amount of play, like, counter spell. Beginning of your next main phase, add an amount of colorless equal to that spell's mana value. Again, an example of this to go, like, cheaper is just, like, literally counter spell. Does it do the same thing? No. Again, if it did, it would just be as expensive as Mana Drain. Mana Drain is an insane card. Absolutely it is. It is, hey, okay, I am countering whatever I want for just 2 mana, which is on par for what you need to pay for that. And also, by the way, you get free mana for whatever reason they invented this. No one knows why. Regardless, it is $45. Is it worth $45 again for the vast majority of Commander decks out there? No, it is not. Go ahead and pick up Spell Swindle instead. 99 cents for this gem. I absolutely love this card. Instant speed for 5 mana. Okay, oh no, you have to hold up a little more mana, but the payoff is so much more fun. Counter target spell, create extra tokens for X that spell's mana value. My goodness, this was back in the day when, like, the people didn't know what treasures were. They're like, let's raid out everything with it. It's a little artifact that can tap and sacrifice mana at 1 mana. You know what it does. Here's the thing, okay? This is basically a mana drain that costs more mana to actually cast, yes. But it also gives you whatever color mana you need off of that spell's mana value. And also, again, you don't have to utilize that mana at a specific time. Again, mana drain says, hey, at the beginning of your next main phase, you get this mana. If you don't have anything to spend it on, it's kind of useless for that part, right? This one's more so like, no. Here's your little savings account over here. You get this money and use it whenever you want to. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you have anything that could benefit you whenever one of your artifacts hits the graveyard, or maybe ways to double up the amount of mana you get off the treasures, etc., or the number of artifacts you have in play, you get value off of that too. And by the way, again, this is 99 cents versus like $45. So yeah, pick up Spell Swindle. We're just going to keep hitting these free spells hard with Deadly Rollick. Instant speed for 4 mana in black. Control a commander. May cast spell paying its mana cost. Boring. Exile target creature. $18 for this one for a single target removal spell. That's like, oh wow, I'm free. Good for me. Sometimes, yes, you are free. Sometimes, okay? And I will say that my next version can actually be more reliable to actually cast for the right deck, okay? In a free way. That's right, I'm giving you a free spell, okay? And you know what? It is slightly above the budget of the other cards I brought up in this episode so far, okay? All right, but it is still much more budget friendly. It's like 1/5 of the price, and that is Snuff Out. Instant speed for 4 mana in black. Same cost. You control a swamp, you may pay 4 rather than pay this 4 life rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Short target non-player creature can be generated. Okay, here's the thing with this one. Okay, the other one exiles a creature, okay? That is strictly better. Yes. It also doesn't have any limitation to, non-black. Okay, sure. That being said, if you're playing in a black deck, you're more likely to just have a swamp out in play. Yeah, than your commander. Your commander can be dealt with. Not that swamps can't be dealt with, but yeah, mass land destruction is a no-no, so people don't do that in casual commander groups. And with this one, again, you're just going, okay, yeah, I lose 4 life. That's not a big deal in commander at all. Again, it's 1/10 of your life total. You have plenty of ways to gain life, especially in black. You're like, oh yeah, I play Gary. Okay, I gain 40 life, whatever it is. Cool, good for me. With this one, though, again, you are making it so you have an option. Again, a free option, just like Deadly Rollick, but it's 1/5 of the price. I'm not saying it is strictly better. I am definitely not, but I am saying it's comparable. It's much more budget friendly. And if you still want like a free, like, ha, gotcha, this is a free spell, Snuff Out is a good budget friendly version of Deadly Rollick. So please pick it up. I am just not gonna stop putting these into the ground. Okay, except for, I will spoil this for now, the green one's not in here because that is more budget friendly. So, Flawless Maneuver! Instant speed for 3 mana in white. If you control a commander, you may cast the spell paying its mana cost. Creature control gain indestructible until end of turn. Yeah, this is an $18 card. There's a reason, obviously. It's like, oh wow, my commander's in play. Oh no, you cast a board wipe. I get it for free. Yay! Yay! I saved my team. Good for me. Good for me. Good for me. Here's the thing. I'm about to show you one that actually costs less and can be more effective. Now, not always, but often it can be. So why is it cheaper? Well, Selfless Spirit. I love you. 38 cents, less than $18 by quite a bit. 2/1, flying a Spirit Cleric for 2 mana in white. Sacrifices creature. Creature control gain indestructible until end of turn. With this one, you're just like, okay, I play it. You can play it early and often. You go, okay, I've got a 2/1 evasive flyer that I got down early. I swing. I swing, I swing, I swing, I swing. Awesome, I'm dishing out damage. Good for me. Okay, when a board wipe ends up happening, you go, oh, okay, yeah, I sacrificed this. Okay, my board's protected. Good for me. Now, obviously, can opponents actually remove this ahead of time? Sure, they've got to use an extra removal spell for that, though, to actually do that. So, yes, most of the time, you just have this in play, and it is a free way to protect your board. Kind of like Flawless Maneuver. But again, Flawless Maneuver isn't always free, because if you don't have your commander in play, it's not free. It is 3 mana, and there are other spells that 3 mana do the exact same thing, plus extra things like, oh, also you populate, or creatures you control get +1 or 2 or whatever it is. Selfless Spirit is cheaper, and it can be a nice little attacker for a while for you. And yeah, I love you, Selfless Spirit. You're a great way to protect my board for just 2 mana, or again, free on the turn that I need it usually. There is just an upcharge for any card that has the word Lotus in it. There just really is. I mean, Timeless Lotus is very good. It is a very good, solid card. It's a Ledger artifact for 5, and enters the battlefield tap and get tapped for Wooburg. $12.66. Again, not nearly as expensive as a lot of the other cards I've talked in this episode, but still, way out of my budget when it comes to buying cards. And I will tell you, yeah, I'm not spending $12.66 on this card. It, in my opinion, is not worth that. It is a good card. It is a solid card. It is a staple for a reason. But, yeah, $13 for any card for me is like, yeah, no. Maybe if I'm building an entire deck around a commander, like, I'll maybe pay that much for the commander, but I'm not going to pay that much for a single card in the deck that I rarely see. It's a solid card. It definitely is. It is 5 mana, and it basically doubles up your mana. Again, it enters tapped. You can't use it right away. Here's the thing. There is an exact replica of this card. Basically, you just need to be good at Magic to make it work. Prismatic Geoscope, artifact for 5, $1.44. Much less expensive than Timeless Lotus, like 1/10 of the price. Also enters the battlefield tapped. Oh, it's the exact same thing. And tap at X-Men any combination of colors to your mana pool, X the number of basic lands among land types you control. Hey, here's the thing. This can actually be even better than Timeless Lotus. This one, again, if you build your deck properly and you can ramp effectively and efficiently and fix your mana and you are using enough basics, again, use more basics. Too many players out there don't use enough basics. Basics are like the best cards in Magic. Use them and you get all 5 of your basics in play. Guess what? This also taps for 5 mana. Oh, and by the way, Timeless Lotus, again, is locked in on tapping for Wooburg, which usually is great. But there's also opportunities, if you ever played Jegantha, you know, where you're like, Wooburg's nice, but I'd like a different combination of colors. Yeah, Prismatic Geoscope's like, yeah, whatever combination of colors you want, you get it. Literally, if you want, like, okay, blue, 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 green, white, cool, you got that. You got exactly that. Timeless Lotus can't do that. Now, am I saying that it is always strictly better? No. And again, there are certain decks that are like, well, I'm not really that good at actually getting the lands out, and I can't actually ensure that I get domained for 5. So yeah, sure. But again, build your deck properly. Make sure you've got enough basics, and make sure you've got plenty of ramp sources that can fix your mana for you. And all of a sudden, wow, you can tap this for 5. It can be any combination of colors. Pick this up and utilize it, and stop spending $13 on Timeless Lotus. And finally, fetch lands, I'm coming for you. Misty Rainforest, just as an example, there's 10 of these, obviously, 1 for each 2-color combination. Land that has tap, pay 1 life, sacrifice Misty Rainforest, search life for a forest or island card upon the battlefield, then shuffle your library, $24. There's a reason why these are expensive. Yeah, they're incredibly good. Yes, cool, great. Do you need them in Casual Commander? No. No, you don't. Especially at $24 a pop for these, basically. Literally, again, if you had, like, let's say a Wooburg deck and you had all 10 of them, that's $250 or so just for 10 lands? Yeah, I could build 10 decks for that, okay? So, no, don't do that. Stop what you're doing. Just stop it, okay? You don't need Misty Rainforest, especially these days when we have so many other, again, budget-friendly fetch lands that we just keep getting more and more and more of, okay? I mean, Escape Tunnel as a great example. This is 16 cents, so much less than Misty Rainforest and all the other expensive fetches. Tap, sacrifice, it's your life for a basic land card with battlefield tap, then shuffle. Tap, sacrifice, target creature with power 2 less, can be blocked this turn. Yes, is it slower? Yes, it is. Of course it is. It is a budget-friendly land compared to one that's like, well, I need that land to play on tap. Good for you. Cool, all right. Anyways, slightly slower. Sure, there's also other examples like Shire Terrace that can actually tap very colors so you can tap and sacrifice. Sure, there's other examples too. I just want to put this one up because Misty Rainforest and all those other fetches also can't make something unblockable, which can be a game-ending play. It's so much fun to be able to do that. Just like, I play a land, and your opponent's like, no! No, they played a land! No, not that land. Anything but that land. Oh no! Because obviously there's some commanders that are like low to the ground that can get through, and then they have insane triggers when they hit, or again, you can like pump it after it gets through, like you go Hatred and then it's gone, or like an opponent has like an infect creature you have to go through. It's an amazing card. Again, there are other budget-friendly fetches too, but Misty Rainforest, you don't need those in Casual Commander. Stop spending so much money on your deck. Make it more budget-friendly, make more decks, and have more fun. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Comment below with your thoughts on it. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.